Notice to pay or quit. 3-day notice to a tenant in breach to pay rent or leave. When a tenant fails to abide by the lease, there is a process to follow to either gain compliance or remove the tenant called eviction. The notice to pay or quit is the first step in the eviction process. The notice to pay or quit gives the tenant 3 days to comply or move out. If the tenant does neither, the next step is to file an unlawful detainer action, also called an action in ejectment. The unlawful detainer action is simply a form filed with the municipal court. For an extra fee, this form can be served on the tenant by the service provider of the court, which is typically the sheriff. After the tenant is served, the tenant has 5 days to move out or respond to the court. If the tenant fails to do this, then the next step is to go back to the court and ask for a writ of possession, which the judge will grant given no response of the tenant. Again, the writ of possession needs to be served on the tenant, and 5 days later, the sheriff can physically remove the tenant. The notice to pay or quit is the initial notification of the tenant to either abide by the lease, pay the rent, or move out. Multiple choice question, notice to pay or quit. A. 3-day notice to a tenant in breach to pay rent or leave. B. Real property goes to state when no heirs or will exist. C. Last opportunity to purchase a property under contract. D. Short term of free rent given to entice a potential renter. The correct answer choice in this case, from what we've been given, the notice to pay or quit is A. 3-day notice to a tenant in breach to pay rent or leave.